show you how to make cream of mushroom soup. Hey everybody, it's me, Hetty, and I'm going to make cream of mushroom soup. And as I'm making it, I'm going to explain to you how you can make it cream of whatever, anything you want. Cream of potato, cream of celery, cream of chicken. No big deal. Okay, I've got about 1.5 to 2 tablespoons of butter. I'm getting my pan hot, and these are some of my, you've seen another video of mine, these are some I diced up and I had stored in my freezer. I got about a cup of these, and you can cut these fresh. I am making a double recipe of this soup, okay? So right now I'm going to saute off my mushrooms, okay? So let's go ahead and get that started. All right. That's getting hot. And it's not going to take long. These are going to release a little of their water. And that's what I want them to do. I'm going to cook these off for a minute, then I'm going to take them up. And this is about a cup. I'm making a double basic recipe, okay? So what I've got here is I've got a cup of mushrooms. I've got a cup of chicken broth. I've got flour. You're making one. I've got half a cup, almost half a cup of flour. If I need a little more, I'll add it. And you know, if you just saw me make that French fried onion video, and here they are, gorgeous. You saw that I had them in milk. So guess what? I'm not going to waste this onion milk. That's going to go in this soup, and that's going to add some flavor because they soaked in there, you know, 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes, something like that. Less than 10, but still it'll be just a little wee bit more flavor. See, they've already started releasing some water, and I'm going to cook these off. And a lot of people just start adding their stuff in, and I may do that. I may actually take these up. I'm just not quite sure. We'll see. Let's let them get going. Give me a couple seconds and I'll be back. Okay, it's been, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes. And you can see they are reducing down. I don't want to reduce down all the way. I just didn't, I want to just release some of their water. Okay, so, and they've done that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and gather these together. I'm going to scoop these up. I'm going to try to leave as much of the butter as I can. That's all flavored butter. And I'm probably going to have to add in a couple more tablespoons. Because we're basically, you know, you're going to start out like you're making just a white sauce, light roux, whatever you want to call it. Well, you'd make white gravy, only this is going to be, you know, flavored with mushroom, of course. You know, if I was doing celery, this would be celery right now. If I was doing potato, I would have my potatoes boiled and diced already into bite-sized pieces, and I would do everything else, then add the potatoes last, instead of, you know, this way. And the same thing with chicken. Your chicken would be cooked. You just go ahead and make your sauce, and then turn that into your soup. Okay, that's good enough. Now let me get a couple more tablespoons of butter here while my pan's nice and hot. I like to cut them into thin pats. I'm still using about 2 tablespoons of butter, but I've got them into real thin pats because they melt quicker. Trying to get this other last piece here if I can get it. I got it. That didn't exactly cut right, but that's good enough. Okay, so it's another 2 tablespoons of butter. I'm getting that in there. I may need to add a little more. I don't know. Let me look. You've got this flour I'm about to make a paste out of. I'm gonna add another ½ tablespoon because I got this flour. I'm making a double batch, so you know I'm gonna be whisking this too. So I would normally do this in a stock pot actually, but you know I've seen on the videos you can see this pan better. That's why I would normally quadruple this recipe, but I'm not, because I'm not sure if it would have fit in the pan. It'd be harder to get out. Okay, that butter's ready. Throwing in this flour. Let's get this paste going here. I'm gonna cook this flour off a minute. Get that floury taste off. Yeah, see, I should add in a little more butter beforehand. I'm going to do that right now. Just give me a second. Sometimes you just got to look at it. Let's see if that'll do it. Because normally you're going to want, normally you want the same amount of butter as you've got flour. I think I mismeasured that. So anyway, I'll have all the correct measurements down below. It's been a long day, everybody. Hang with me. We're going to get this done. Now, that's better. I'm just going to cook this off. It's a little dry, but hey, we're going to work with it. I'm just going to get this flour cooked off. Probably got to go ahead and I'll add just a tad of chicken broth. Help me get this into a better paste. There it goes. Now, I'm going to cook this. I'm still going to cook this off. Not ready to add a whole bunch of other stuff in yet. Make sure to get that up off the sides. I'm going to add a little more. It's doing just fine. I'm going to cook this down. Whisk it till it's smooth. I've told you all this in other videos. Man, I just love this whisk. I hope Santa's going to get me a couple more, because I just use them all the time. I actually want one. This is good for non-stick pans. I actually want a stainless steel one. I knew that cast iron, my Dutch oven, it's put up, I need to re-season it. And that's why I've got my mama's put up too. I need to get it out. I love that one. Alright, I'm just going to add the rest of that chicken broth. Let me whisk this up. And I've got my chicken broth a little bit concentrated, so I can just add a little more if I want to. Get this going good. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I did the phone thing again. I've really got to work on that. This is perfect. It's getting where I wanted it. I want it to be pasty, okay? You got to remember, we're trying to copy the consistency of Campbell's, you know, condensed soup. That's what this is, a copycat of, or store brand or whatever you buy. And it's not going to be exact, but it's going to taste great, and you're not going to have any extra additives in it. You'll know. If you put salt and pepper in there and flour, you know, and your butter, you know what you're getting in there. You're not getting a bunch of weird stuff. All right, now this is exactly 1 cup. I measured it. I couldn't believe it. It actually came out to exactly 1 cup. I'm going to have all the ingredients below, because I'm kind of going to go a little bit over. I'm not going to make exactly. Some of this is just, I've made it so long, I kind of go by a recipe and I kind of don't. I'm going to try to make it where it'll work for you. I guarantee you. Whatever I put down below will work. Now, as you can see, I've added that. That's all good flavor. That was that onion milk. With the onions out of it, of course. Maybe 1 or 2 snuck in there. They weren't big if they did. I didn't really. I saw maybe 1 or 2 tiny specks. There's also a mushroom floating down right in here. There it is in the pan. That's a mushroom, folks. All right, do you see this? It's a nice. I'm going around. I'm absorbing all this. All right. Now we got a nice thick kind of gravy going. Okay. After that, in come in our mushrooms. Get out of there, mushroom. Got one. He doesn't want to go with his buddies. Get in there. There he goes. Got him. All right. Now we're going to mix them in here. Now, this is Thanksgiving. This is special. I would normally just thin this down like I want it for milk, with milk. You're going to salt and pepper this to taste. So you'll have to be prepared to taste. But So look at that, nice and thick. And now I'm going to thin it down just a bit with some heavy cream. You can use half and half, you can use milk. This is Thanksgiving, I'm making it extra special. I don't make this all the time. I make the soup all the time, but I'm saying this is going for that green bean casserole. So this is a special batch. Normally I just use milk. You know, I'll tell you something else good to use would be just canned condensed milk, like pet milk or something. That'd make this really good, okay? You can do that if you want to, but milk's fine. And look at this. Now I want to show you. I'm going to salt and pepper this to taste. I don't need the heat anymore. I've cut my heat off. And look at that. Does that look like something to you? Now it needs, I know it needs some salt and pepper, so we're going to lightly pepper it. I'll probably pepper it the way I want it. I'm going to use my, got my little Amish sea salt. I'm going to put, I'm going to start off with, about a quarter of a teaspoon. I don't want to over salt it, not yet. I want to be sure it's going to be good. Or over salt it. Now see, if you were just wanting to make soup, what you do is you just keep thinning it down. You could either just keep adding half and half, or I'm trying to show you, you want the consistency of your condensed. Look at that. That looks just like what you'd get out of a can. Let me get a spoon to taste this. Give me back 2 seconds. I'll be back. All right. This is hot. Let me try to taste this for salt and pepper. Really good. Oh, wow. I'm going to add a little more pepper. And just barely, I mean, just a pinch of salt. I'm way less than half a teaspoon. You just don't need it. It tastes great. I'm going to take half of this out. This is what we needed for our casserole. So I'm going to take half of this out. I'm going to come back and we'll finish it off into a soup so you can see the actual soup, okay? Be back. Okay, everybody, I have taken approximately half of what I had. It's a little over a cup. This is for the casserole, okay? So we're going to move on with that. And what I'm going to do is, for example's sake, I would normally never make it in this pot. I want you to know I'm making it in here so you can see, all right? I'm hoping Santa's going to bring me a few really nice pans here so I can show you things better in the appropriate pan. But this seems to be a really good one. You can always see what I'm doing. All right, I'm putting my heat back on, okay? All right, and what I'm going to do here is I've got my little handy dandy ball whisk back, and I'm just going to add some more cream. Like I said, you can use milk. I'm not going to get back up. I've just got this here, and I'm trying to show you how easy it is. It turns it into a really good bowl of soup. And I tell you what you can do is, you take up enough to make you some good soup. You take it and, you know, like I get those little quart freezer bags, and I put it in there and you throw it in the freezer and you're ready to go. I mean, you nuke that, get it soft, add your milk just like you would from a can. What's wrong with that? I am going to have to add some more. Alright, just a little more. This was fresh. I'm up to about, not quite a cup. I can tell by the feel of this carton, because it was brand new. And we'll have to add some more because it is soup. And I'll probably have to adjust my, and you can use milk and you can use half and half. Or you can use a mix of both. I normally use milk. But this was my special Thanksgiving mix, so I'm showing you how to do it. Okay, look at this. Beautiful, beautiful, yummy soup. It's in the wrong pan. I know that. But hold on, let me switch. Show you the consistency. moving some stuff around here. Okay. Look at this. You can't get that out of a can. I hope you can see that. You cannot get this out of a can. That is perfect. And like I said, that base recipe with the butter and the flour, salt and pepper. Like I said, if you're using celery, you want to saute off your celery for a few minutes, just like I did. Your chicken, just have your cooked chicken. If you bake it off yourself or put it in a crock pot, whatever, get your meat off there. Get your meat, chop it up, throw it in there. You got cream of chicken for any casserole. So what I'm going to do here is, let me just give it a quick taste. I had to add that cream, so I want to be sure I don't need to adjust the salt and pepper. Oh wow, that is really good. Don't need heat. And there you have it, good folks. Why would you buy a can when you can do that? And you can do this with, like I said, milk. You can do it. You can use condensed milk. You know, I probably wouldn't use skim. I mean, I guess if you're trying to count calories, but if you put the butter and flour in there, that's kind of, it's kind of like getting a Big Mac and large fry and getting a Diet Coke, isn't it? If you're going to go for it, go for it. So anyway, I don't normally use heavy cream, but I did, and boy, that's good. So that's going to be somebody's lunch tomorrow. But anyway, there you have it. Beautiful, homemade cream of mushroom soup. So like I said, there you have it. I normally, like I said, I'm going to say it again, wrong pan, but I want you to be able to see this, and look how that's perfect. All right. I got this, what I needed, and here's what I'm trying to tell you about the condensed part. If you had this, whether it's chicken, celery, potato, you would take this. Now, with the exception of the potato, you would make everything. You wouldn't saute your potato. You would you cut them into bite-sized pieces, small, boil them up, drain them, and then you would go ahead and make your light roux, your blonde roux, and then you would go ahead, after you got that and then you did your chicken broth and everything, then you'd add your potatoes to that, because you don't want to bust them up and smush them. You do everything first, then add the already cooked potatoes to that, and then salt and pepper to taste. So you've got the secret to the condensed, okay? This is it. That looks like what you'd get in a cake. You got perfect soup, you got condensed soup. Condensed anything. This is mushroom this time, but it's condensed for anything. Like I said, I'll have everything down below. All right? I'll see you next time. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate it a whole lot. Take care. Bye-bye.